Good evening, viewers of Voice of Canada. We have come out with this week's brand new episode. We have got a very dynamic guest, Pastor Derek. He is with us this evening, and he's a candidate for the mayor's role in Mississauga. He's going to be his worship mayor of Mississauga, and we would like to wish him in advance all the best, because that is his life ambition since long time. And there is no harm for every Canadian as a right to compete, contest. We are democratically allowed, being Canadians. So we welcome Pastor Derek. My co-host is Cindy Young.
Hi.
And I'm your host, Asphandiar Wadiwalla, for Voice of Canada, produced by Awaz TV Entertainment, Mississauga. So, Pastor Derek, give a very brief introduction, about yourself. Who are you, and that's all. Then we'll ask further questions.
Well, I'm a husband and father of two.
Yeah.
Married for 31 years. Have a business in the city of Mississauga, and now volunteer pastor. And now I'm trying to run for the mayor of Mississauga.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
A pleasure having you here, and thank you very much for coming. So today we're going to talk about you as a mayoral candidate for Mississauga. If you could please inform us and our viewers, what will be your top priority in your election agenda if you do get elected as our mayor, and what major changes you want to see in our city of Mississauga, which is also part of the region of Peel.
Yes. Well, that's a good question, because my first 100 days, I have a planned out already when I become the mayor of Mississauga. And we're hoping...
Emergency plan.
Yes. And we're hoping that October 24, we will win the election and become the mayor of Mississauga.
God willing.
But we have a lot of things in place. First of all, we just want, unite city council to work together for the common goal of the people that elect us.
It's a bad shape, let me tell you.
Yes.
I'm a resident of Mississauga and one of the wards since last 25 years.
Yes. Yeah, you would know, right? Because you've been in the city for so many years, and you can see the divisiveness in city council. So
go ahead.
And so that's what I would try to bring the city council together, so that we can work together for the people of the city that elect us to be there. I look at them that they're my employer.
Yeah, and they count on you.
And they count on us to do the job that they hire us to do. And we intend to do that job to the best of our ability.
Pastor Derek, inform our viewers of VOC. In your agenda or manifesto, you mention about freezing of property taxes, which is an acute problem, which lots of people, seniors, veterans, they asked me, because I'm in the media, I'm in the community service, I'm in politics, but Mississauga failed to give any relief from the region of Peel, whereas another city from the same region of Peel, Brampton, and Honorable Patrick Brown, Mayor, has not increased the property taxes since last 2 years, but our mayor and the council did not care to hear the plight of our people of Mississauga, whereas they got all the funds and everything from the province, from the federal thing, for the relief of pandemic. But where that money went, I'm asking everyone, but nobody could give any answer to that. And why that was not given any relief to the public, to the residents. So what would you be doing to freeze the rents? Because there should be some criteria. Okay, if a person owns a property in which he or she resides, should be not less than 10 years. It's not that tomorrow you buy and you get the freeze if you're a senior. But there should be some criteria. Plus, it should be for seniors and veterans. Because city also has to survive. I fully understand the expenditure, use expenditures of city. But we have to balance everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is your opinion, what you would be doing for the freezing of property taxes?
Well, we talked to a lot of people before we put out our platform. And a lot of people were telling us, that, yes, you're right, Brampton did freeze property tax for 2 years, while we were increasing it every year. And it's taking a toll on a lot of homeowners because everything is going up. Gas, cost of living, for groceries. We see people lining up at the shelters every day for food because they can't make ends meet.
And even food banks.
Even the food banks.
Can you believe? It's a huge, and only last week I was shocked that the food prices have gone up to 22%.
Yes.
It's not 11%.
No.
22% in food costs.
We're all feeling that for
How
sure.
can you manage? The gas is
Very difficult.
still at 165. A person like me, I cannot afford to fill my tank.
Yeah.
So it's a common factor.
Yeah.
And they are not, nor the federal government, nor the provincial government is taking any immediate step. Even our neighboring country, USA, they did gave a cut to the people as far as the gas prices. Here they could have done was they charge 11% carbon tax. For time being, they should have reduced for time being.
Yes.
Till the gas, international prices of gas comes down, they could have again
Allow people to
impose.
get on their feet.
But here they have got no sympathy for the people.
No. They're just,
sorry to say.
I agree with you. And a lot of people are telling us that, you know, everything is going up. Property tax is going to go up 5.7% next year, which means, you know, where are you going to get that money from?
How to get?
Where are you going to find it? You're not getting an increase in your wage
Wages
at
are
work,
up.
but everything else. And we can see how the people are getting squeezed every way. And it's tough. And it costs people to get into depression. It costs people to really worry.
And crimes have increased
Crimes.
due to this reason.
There you go.
You know, I'm here in Mississauga for 25 years. I never used to hear about the crimes. Every day, every night,
Sure feels
cars are picked up from Lisgar and Churchill Meadows.
Wow.
Can you believe? All posh cars. And it's a ring, organized ring. Why our alleys are unable to break or burst the rings? When they know the cars are going to the nearest port, either in New Brunswick or Montreal, and they're shipped, they should have a very stringent policy to check those cars. Has the owner sold? They should approach. They should have the NOC system from the owners and verify that the cars are bona fide going or they are going illegally. So there is nothing. I think all are. They have underhand, everybody is mixed up.
They know that this is happening, but yet they don't prevent it. You know, we're always a reactive type of, you know, we react to things instead of being proactive. And we were discussing this last night. People were saying, you know, some of the guys were saying, well, yes, but the insurance company pay you back for that car. But
That's
yeah,
not the thing.
but look at the effect it has on you. I got a friend of mine who works with me. He went to get pizza 2 Sundays ago, and he pull up. Before he get, 2 guys pull behind him with a knife.
Yeah. That
Just
thing
give
is
me the
very
keys.
common. At night time, we feel now risky to even walk in my own area,
That's
Yes.
very
which was
scary.
so peaceful. It's scary now.
It is.
And you don't know what can happen to you.
I told
And
you.
we are scared about our children also.
And-
First, it was so peaceful. And now we don't keep our doors open.
No,
We are
you-
so careful.
Yeah.
In the night, I had to install the cameras all over my house. I can
Me too.
monitor.
Yeah.
Because there are lots of strangers coming, knocking and putting the bell on, pressing the bell. So it has become really risky.
And the
And it's
rise in
getting
crime
worse.
affects everybody
It does.
and very negatively, and the
Yeah.
quality of life and
Domestic
everything.
violence has increased.
Yeah.
Yes.
During, you know, only in Mississauga, there were 15 to 18 women murdered by their own family members due to
Yes.
mental depression and other factors involved of pandemic.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
sad.
And mostly from the immigrant community, which is so sad.
Very sad.
We cannot afford, Canada
Any
cannot afford
violence.
such crimes.
No.
We are all Canadians. We should be united and on one platform.
Yeah.
But I think the government is really dividing us, bringing hatred and strife and envy between the residents, turning each other against each other by doing what they're doing. I think we need to have strong leadership that really knows and understand the things that are going on in our
True,
city.
true.
Work with our police, work with our first responder to get these things to prevent them. I do work at the prisons, the men's prison every single week,
Lovely.
and I see repeat offenders
The plight of
Right.
because when they get out, they have nowhere to go. Nobody
they'll
believe in
commit
them.
crime.
That's all they know.
They're
So
habitual.
they go back to the same thing. But are we helping these people when they get out?
How are we rehabilitating them so that they can be successful out?
Pastor
in the
Derek, since
society?
last 2 years, I'm demanding from our MPPs and other people who are responsible for law and order that to have police reforms. And they just brush off by giving the answer, no police reforms are required. We don't have, we have got shortage of manpower. So increase.
Yes.
Where it is necessary, increase. Because Canada has become a heaven for petty thieves and crimes.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
there are 3,000 to 5,000 cases stored in cold storages.
Yes, because they don't have enough
Yes.
people to do them.
Yeah.
No, the cold
Ma'am,
it goes
ma'am,
into the
ma'am,
cold
yeah.
storage.
Yeah.
With if you have some contacts, they will take your report, they will write down. Otherwise, so they won't note down or give you the information. I did because I was cheated by somebody, and I was able to file a report. But in 15 days' time, I got a phone call from the police that we cannot do anything. So I said, why you all are sitting on taxpayers' money if you can't do?
You can't do anything.
I said, "Okay, the Asian countries who are underdeveloped, they are much better.
Yes.
They would immediately arrest the culprits, put them behind the bars, and there ends the matter.
That's right.
People are scared to commit such. But here, there is no scare.
You also mentioned too earlier that the federal and the provincial government give our city so much money. Where did that money go?
Where did it go?
Where did it go?
I asked so many people.
Well, I found out a while ago that, you know, when the provincial government gave us a bunch of money last year, we took that money and we buy benches and we put it in the park. We put benches on the main street, Britannia and somewhere, rather than help the small businesses, rather than help, you know, seniors, rather than get food for the food bank.
It's the priorities of where things
we
go.
just squander our hard-earned taxpayers' money, like, you know, like water.
Well, there should be accountability.
There should be accountability, and I think that, you know, I think when they do things like this, they should be paying from their own pocket. They can't be just spending taxpayers' money. I get people that work 70 hours a week just to make ends meet.
Rather put in one question to you, because you're thinking of joining the city politics. What would you say if we have a government which is a partisan? Number one, or there should be a law, not more than 2 terms. The mayor, city councillor, or the school board trustee should step down. It should not be allowed unlimited.
Yes.
Either one should be adopted, and that this premier has to take a lead, because the third tier of our government is just a corporation under the province. And corporation is not very big. But here, our corporations on the municipal level has become like royals.
Absolutely.
Royals, they're untouchables.
Yes.
Okay, you won't believe I've seen they dare to even oppose the orders of MPP's requests or MPs. They are so highly royal. You know, how our senators behave, they are also non-partisan.
That's right.
You know, but third tier of councillors, they have gone. And I openly say that half of the council of Mississauga has gone redundant.
Yes. Yes. Because they've been there so long. They you know.
And change is good.
Change is always good.
Change is always good. Fresh ideas, new ways of thinking.
You need some
fresh blood is required.
Fresh blood.
New ideas should be there, because the city of Mississauga is growing fast.
Yes.
We don't just need the towers, high cost building towers and condos. We need a good infrastructure and facilities for all, housing programs, affordable housing, and many things for a city like Mississauga, which is the 5th largest city in Canada.
Yeah. Well, you talk about affordable housing. Good luck in Mississauga, because you know we live
anywhere
there.
In the Peel region.
Yeah. Unless you get $1.5 million.
Not right. It will be much more, because the community which is being developed by our current mayor at the lakeshore is going to cost not less than $3 million.
But
the lakeshore.
Yes.
So it's out of reach.
So
for
where
most
does a common man or a middleman go?
Well, it's not for the,
how to buy.
It's not for the common man or the middleman. Not when you don't have high-paying jobs in the city.
No.
Right? You can't be paying minimum wage and expect these guys to afford.
God willing, you are elected as the mayor. Keep these things in mind to work on it.
Absolutely.
And give it back to your community and to the people and the common man.
That's right. Well, I've been working with those people for a long time. The common people, like you said. So we need to work with that for sure.
Perfect. So this goes along the same lines as what we have been talking about, but maybe just give a little bit more into it. As you're aware, we have an acute shortage of affordable housing units in our city. And how will you address this issue and solve this problem?
Well, I think we do have an affordable housing in the city. But what I do as the mayor of the city, I would speed up the process with red tapes, with zoning and all that. Get the zoning going, get the red tape, cut the red tape.
Lot of red tape in Mississauga Council.
It takes a long time to get
It's a
stuff
long time to process anything.
Anything.
There are lots of ifs and buts.
Yes.
I get the work done at the provincial and federal level very few days time, but I can't do in city.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we will do. We will speed up the process with red tapes, cut the red tapes, get the zoning done quick, get your apartment or the basement fixed so it can be legal for them to rent it for affordable housing. But also what I wanted to do is to really bring high-paying jobs into the city.
Definitely.
We
Attract
need
more businesses.
And that's what I would
Jobs are
be.
very
All
important.
road lead to Mississauga for business.
True.
Because
Yeah.
we want the high-paying jobs in our city. We want to make our city a thriving city, not a surviving city.
And it should be your slogan, Mississauga is open for business.
There you go.
What our Premier of Ontario
go.
says,
Yeah.
Ontario is
Yeah.
open for business,
Yeah.
so you are a mayoral candidate.
Yes.
You can openly claim Mississauga is
Absolutely.
open for business. If I'm elected, I will turn the tables.
Absolutely, and that's what we intend to do. We intend to go travel the world, bring the good business jobs into our city, and mainly make sure that we get the right people to fill those jobs.
So we also did discuss the crimes that are in the city as well. So crimes in the city of Mississauga have increased by nearly 163%, more than previous years, like the gun violence, target killing, thefts of costly vehicles, house robberies, and we did discuss too the domestic violence has also increased. But there's not really been concrete measures that have been taken by the mayor or the councillors to fix those. So what are some of your comments on the issue? Plus also looking at the mental health issues that have also increased and how you're going to deal if elected as mayor.
Well, we know crime is on the rise. A lot of crime from Toronto is coming into Peel region, right?
Gun violence is the major affecting now.
Knives.
Knives.
I don't know if
And target killing.
target killing, but why are people carrying around knives? Like, is that
That's
part
a
of their?
weapon.
Is that
It's a
part of their
yeah.
uniform when they get up in the morning? I put my shirt, my pants on, but I got to
And
get
a
my
knife?
knives
Knife.
on, and that's what you're seeing. I don't know
We're
what's
seeing more of it.
more of it all the time.
Yeah.
We're going to work closely with the police. We're going to work closely with our police officers, really equip them, give them the manpower they need to really prevent these things from happening before it happens.
Because the
Right.
police comes under the city government. So the city government has to act fast.
Yes.
Because even with the police, due to whatever you say, the conflict of interest and all, even an MP cannot do anything.
Mhm.
Even an MP cannot ask a question
Yes.
to the police, okay, what is happening to this case, why it's being delayed, what is happening. That is really affecting the people.
Mhm.
There should be overall reforms in the police.
Mhm.
At the same time, the power should be given to the elected people because we have elected those people.
Absolutely.
And when we find them just as rubber stamps, we are really frustrated.
Mhm.
And it's very disappointing when your MPP says, I can't do this, I can't do that.
Mhm.
So for what we have elected you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I hire you and you tell me you can't do this, you can't do that, I have a reason to let you go. This is what should happen to these people if they're not capable
In
of
that
doing the
way, a
job.
third world country is far better.
Yes.
Okay, you won't believe, because my family belongs to a political family. My uncle was the member of parliament for 5 terms back home.
Wow.
Mhm.
And whenever there was a police case or anything, he used to just go to the police station and sit on the SHO's chair. And he never dared to say anything. He used to stand beside him and
Mhm.
listen because he was a member of parliament.
Yes.
Here,
Mhm.
they don't care even to reply to your MPs or MPPs.
Mhm. Oh, I know.
So where the people will go? Tell me.
Exactly. If they can't go to the,
So
the
these
elected
are the
officials,
common factors
Where
in
would
the
they go?
Western world where we are so concerned about conflict of interest. But now conflict of interest is hurting badly because the demographics have changed.
Absolutely.
We have got about 192 nationalities in Canada,
Mhm.
and we have to maintain the peace, harmony among
Between all of them.
everyone.
Yes.
With everyone.
Otherwise,
Make everyone
it
feel
will be
welcome.
very difficult for us, for Canada, to keep the federation intact.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You agree with me?
I totally agree with you.
I told you a very deep thing. It will be very difficult for the federal government or the provincial government to keep the federation.
Yes.
Second time I'm repeating.
Yeah. That's why they have to work in unity with each other to get to the root cause of the problem.
My production department is giving a red signal. So would you like to give the final comments to our viewers, to our people, to the people of Mississauga to vote for you? We also appeal to them to vote for a fresh blood because we need a change.
Absolutely.
And the change should be imminent and not keep on voting for the people who are sitting there and become a burden on taxpayers. It is our money.
Yes, we pay them.
From the property taxes and other things. So now it's high time that people of Mississauga should wake up.
Yes, yes. And so on October 24, we're hoping that you will wake up, you will make the right choice. And like our slogan said, the voice you deserve. We will be the voice you deserve. The change you need, the voice you deserve at City Hall. And we are the change and we will be the voice. So on October 24, we will hope that you will wake up, like Aspie said, and go out and vote for Derek Ramkissoon as the next mayor of the city of Mississauga. Our platform is clear. You can go and check us out in www.derek4mayor.ca or info@derek4mayor.ca. Check us out. Let's exercise your democratic right on October 24. Make the right choice. Choose Derek Ramkissoon for the next mayor of the city. And let's bring the change that you need and the voice you deserve to City Hall. Thank you very much.
You keep on daily reminding our citizens of Mississauga to come out because we have seen in the past records that the turnout for the municipal elections is not more than 25%.
Correct, yes.
So that is a very, very sad thing. And then the wrong people are elected with the bunch of their own stooges they keep.
Their own agendas too.
You know, because they keep a bunch of people, bunch of communities, this current elected people, and that's how they win. And keep on winning and winning and winning, and they are sitting on your head for 16 years and more.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah.
So we are an educated people. We are not an uneducated people. We should not vote on emotional basis. We should vote on realistic basis.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's what we should be doing. And that's what the people should be doing on October 24.
So with that note, we will be ending our today's short interview with Pastor Derek. We wish him all the best. And we hope to see him as our mayor of Mississauga on October 24th, and God willing, he is a man who will work, who will deliver what he has promised.
Absolutely.
And he will be accountable to us.
Absolutely.
Not like the current bunch of people who are sitting in the Mississauga Council, who would not even, you will be able to not meet them even.
True.
So, cut the red tape, open up to the public, and do your best to serve the city of Mississauga, which is the fastest growing city, which is 5th in Canada. And we wish you again all the best. God bless you and God bless Canada. We'll be signing off from our program, Voice of Canada, with my co-host, Cindy Young, our guest. Again, we'll be there with a new guest next week. So keep watching Voice of Canada. Do let us know what do you think. Send us your comments and we will definitely try to improve our program day by day. Because we are calling specific people who are in service of communities. We don't call everybody. My show is very exclusive. I call politicians, I call diplomats, I call women empowerment people. Not beyond that. Otherwise, I get lots of requests from other people from other categories, but I said my show is only meant for these 3 categories. So with that note, wish you all the best and hope to see you again. After winning, we'll invite you again. Goodbye, good night, and adios.